Hey everyone, do you find yourself interested in photography, video editing, or a nascent vlogger career? Well, that's what I stumbled upon the other day, and I decided to splurge a little bit and pick up a new Canon M50 camera. And I'm here today to let you know whether or not I think it was worth the purchase. We'll do a little side-by-side comparisons between that, a standard Logitech webcam, which I'm using right now, and also my iPhone 11, which I use to take a lot of the still photography and the video that you've seen outside of games in the channel over the course of the last few weeks. I'm Robert, and welcome to my channel, Rob Unwraps, and let's take a look at the Canon M50. In addition to picking up the Canon M50, I also decided it was time to get a desk-mounted tripod, and I purchased a Platinum Plus flexible tabletop tripod by Sunpack. It was a little difficult to get out of the plastic. I probably could have took the razor and cut it on the top and the bottom as well to make it a little bit simpler, but I decided not to do that. This is one of the adapters that comes in the package. On the top is the standard screw. The legs don't look as nice as some of the flexible joints that you find at Joby, but this was also only $20, and a lot of those range from $50 to $60. So like they say, you get what you pay for. But as you can see, pushing down on the tripod here, it will support the weight of the camera, so I'm not concerned that I'll have any issues there. As we start to open the camera, we notice on top that there's an informational letter encouraging us to register the camera. Here we have the EOS M50 instruction manual in multiple different languages: English, French, Japanese. And here is another page requesting you to register your product because it's that important to them. It does include a shoulder strap, which has a QR code on the plastic, so if you want to scan it, there's instructions on how to install that to your camera. Next in the box we have the lens, the EF M15 45 IS STM. This isn't just the chassis, it is a kit, so it does come with a lens. After that, we have the battery. It's got a nice plastic cap on it, so you don't have to worry about the contacts being touched in transit. We have the camera, but I'm going to go ahead and save that for last. I went ahead and took out the battery charger, unwrapped that. And it plugs directly into a standard 110 outlet. The battery seats snugly. I went ahead and plugged it into the 110 outlet on my island here, and as I did so, the indicator light illuminated, letting me know that the battery was charging. Finally, we're going to unwrap the chassis itself. At this point, I would like to say that everything was wrapped very well. It had bubble wrap, additional cardboard, another layer of plastic. Safety is clearly a concern when shipping these cameras. Finally, we have some nice still images of the different products inside their box still. On the sides, you can see the different content listings. We have some still pictures of the camera itself. Worth noting, these were taken with my iPhone 11, and it doesn't do that bad of a job in portrait mode. Next up, we're going to start a side-by-side comparison of the 3 different cameras I mentioned earlier. Hey everyone, do you find yourself interested in photography, video editing, or a nascent vlogger career? Well, that's what I stumbled upon the other day, and I decided to splurge a little bit and pick up a new Canon M50 camera. And I'm here today to let you know whether or not I think it was worth the purchase. We'll do a little side-by-side comparisons between that, a standard Logitech webcam, which I'm using right now, and also my iPhone 11, which I use to take a lot of the still photography. So as you can see in those 3 shots side by side, the one taken with the Logitech camera clearly has the most glare and whitewashing of my face. The iPhone 11 looks really decent, however, the colors aren't quite correct. And then we have the Canon M50. Now I didn't take it right out of the box with these settings, however, this is the very first video footage I ever recorded with it. I put the camera settings to 4K, I adjusted the shutter speed to be twice that of the frames per second, and I think what I ended up with was pretty good. It is relatively true to life. I do, however, apologize about the camera angle. I didn't quite realize it was going to be so straight up my face. I then went around the house and started taking different still images of things that I could find, be it an animal, vegetable, or even a mineral. But so far, I'm really impressed with the photo quality, and I kind of figured I would be. I didn't just dive right into this headlong. I did a lot of research on YouTube. I watched a number of different videos on people that were sharing different ways to set it up to have high quality results with it, comparisons to this, to different Sony cameras that seem to be in the same category of camera, but drastically different on pricing. So as of right now, I'm really happy with my purchase. I think it adds a lot of flexibility to my kit and gives me a great starting point from which to expand and add lenses and take different types of shots later on in the future. I am used to a camera being positioned over there, so I will have to adjust this or figure out a different way to get it on my desk. But that's not really any of your concern. So my dog keeps wanting me to play fetch. So I'm really happy about the purchase, and I'm looking forward to the great content that I can create with this going forward and sharing with you. So remember that if you enjoyed this video, to make sure that you hit like and subscribe. Until then, I'm gonna go play some fetch with my dog. Thanks for stopping by.